In today's video, we're going to be talking about the due diligence and earnest money deposits in North Carolina real estate transactions. What's up, you guys? My name is Dimitri Christie. I'm a real estate broker, investor, and coach in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I love to teach people about real estate. So hopefully this video helps clear things up for you on the real estate transaction side in North Carolina. We're going to start off with the four numbers on a real estate purchase contract. It is the purchase price, due diligence, deposit, earnest money deposit, and seller credits. The purchase price is going to be the number that you've agreed to purchase the property for. Let's say $100,000 in this example. Then you're going to have your due diligence deposit. This money is a deposit that goes directly to the seller after you sign the contract, and this money is non-refundable. This due diligence deposit associates with the due diligence period, which is typically 14 to 21 days, but it's fully negotiable. This period is the time where you will do your inspections, get your appraisal, your final lending approvals, negotiate further with the seller, get secondary quotes, things like that. In this period, you can back out for any reason, and you will only lose your due diligence deposit because that is non-refundable directly to the sellers. The second deposit, the earnest money deposit, will be delivered to the closing attorney, and they'll hold it in escrow, and this money is returned to you if you back out of the contract during that due diligence period. However, if you pass the due diligence period and you back out of the contract, you're still legally able to do so. However, you're not going to get that money back. It's going to go to the sellers. So if you have a 14-day due diligence and you back out prior to 5 p.m. on the 14th day, they will keep your due diligence money, but you'll get back your earnest money. Let's say you back out on the 15th day with a 14-day due diligence period, they will keep your due diligence and they will also get your earnest money. So there's a few ways to protect yourself as a buyer. One is to negotiate a due diligence extension if necessary. The second way is also way ahead of time as you're negotiating the contract before you both sign, is to have as low of a due diligence deposit as possible, even down to zero. That's legally allowed, and as long of a due diligence period. However, like I said, the typical period is 14 to 21 days, and the typical due diligence deposit is negotiable, anywhere between 0.5%, 1%, 2%. In the height of 2021, when the market was crazy, people were putting down $10,000, $15,000, $50,000, $100,000 plus. So that's something to keep in mind. The higher your due diligence is, the more likely the seller is to accept your offer because it shows your commitment. And they know you're not getting that money back, so they're more secure in the purchase. There's different ways to balance it. Something to keep in mind, though, is that if you are putting 20% down on this $100,000 purchase, then you're going to owe $20,000 in a down payment. These two deposits I mentioned, the due diligence and earnest money, go towards that down payment. So let's say you had $2,500 in a due diligence and $2,500 in earnest money. So that $2,500 to due diligence is going straight to the seller. $2,500 in earnest money is going to the attorney to be held in escrow until closing or until the contract is terminated. And this $5,000 in total will count towards your $20,000 in down payment. So let's say we make it all the way to closing. Now, on closing day, you're only going to owe additionally out of pocket $15,000 because you've already put $5,000 towards that 20. So the 5,000 deposits plus the 15 is going to equal your 20 as your down payment for closing. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, Dimitri@ChristieCapitalInvestments.com. Comment on this video, DM me on Instagram. Happy to chat and help. Hope this helped, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.